Whoops. Just getting adjusted here. Hi, everybody. Hi, Kathy, if you're still there. I had a little bit of a late start. I was on the phone trying to get something handled and it took a little bit longer than I expected. Oh, here we are. Get a good view of my work area. I got my glue gun all heated up, ready to go. Oh, God. I've been drinking too much coffee, and so I'm a little bit jumpy. But happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Hey, Clint's Comics and Halls. How's it going? I don't think we've met before, although vaguely familiar. Maybe I've seen you around maybe Stacy Mays or Roy's Horizon Picks. Oh, you're new? You're new to me? Welcome. Well, thanks for coming in. Just cleaning up a little bit. It's funny how quickly things, surfaces get dirty. Well, of course, I'm doing a million projects at once, but happy Valentine's Day. Yeah, I just love coming on, working on my projects, and saying hi to new people and old friends and all of that. So I don't have really any agenda. I'm just kind of working on things that kind of on my list. This has been something that I've been working on the last week or so. I got this convex glass from one of those decorative plates, and it had like some panda bears in them. I don't know if I still have the panda bears to show you, but it was kind of that Asian style, and it was on a plate. So I decided that I wanted that. I bought it specifically for this glass because I wasn't able to find any other glass like this at a reasonable price. I was at a thrift store. So I got this. I disassembled it, took it off of the plate that it was on, and the image, the stuff that was inside. And then I've been since then working on what to put in it. Thank you. Thank you. And should I call you Clint? I have an uncle named Clint. So, and so kind of Victorian floral, motifs are kind of my thing. And so, oh, thanks. Good, Clint. And so I had a bunch of, I wanted to put in some gold jewelry here. And so this is actually something that belonged to my great grandmother. I don't know a lot about it besides that, but I believe it's a gold setting. And this is a, some kind of glass or some kind of resin. I'm not exactly sure what the material is with a little head there. So I put it in there so that it's not affecting the piece itself. I've just kind of clipped it in. This is an old gold locket where the top has broken off. So I just glued it in there. Let's see if I can still open it. Yeah, I can still open it. There's the top that broke off. I just slipped it inside there in case I ever want to fix it. Oh, good, Clint. That's awesome. It's very relaxing to me, and I do well when I schedule it for myself because it's easy to put off and find other more, quote, important things to do. So here's another locket that my mom had, and it actually has a picture of me in it. Oh, I would like your channel, huh? I'll check it out. I'm not sure if I've already, let me see here. I've already, let's see, go to channel. Will it open a new? Yeah, it opens a new one. Oh, yeah. I'm already subscribed to you, Clint, so I have seen you around. Nice. So that's a baby picture of me that my mom put in there. And actually, I might display it open like that. It's kind of neat. I don't have any particular affinity for that picture. I just found it in there. I think my mom put it in there when I was a baby. So And then this was actually a shower curtain embellishment. And so I had my guy cut the back off of it so I could glue it on there. You see it's quite kind of thick sticking out. And this is a really neat cat brooch that I had that I decided was so unique and so beautiful that it needed to be showcased. And so I just put it there on that lace. This is actually a lace collar, piece of a lace collar that I had that my mom had in her collection. And you'll probably hear me talk a lot about my mom because she passed away in September of 2021. And it still seems like it just happened. So anyway, I'm working on projects that have significance and maybe memorialize for a little bit. So, excuse me, the creamer in the coffee sometimes does that for me. So I got this plate. I've already put the plate hanger on it, but it's a Wedgwood plate. Wedgwood, what else does it say? Wellesley. Wedgwood Wellesley. It has a little stamp in the pottery. Hey, Mick, how are you? Hi, nice to see you. Thanks for coming by. So I just thought this plate was beautiful. I got it for a couple bucks at the thrift store. And gosh, excuse me. There we go. It has a couple little spots in it. It's not without its flaws, just like a lot of us. But there's no chips or cracks, so it was pretty good pickup, I thought. And I thought it might make a good. I completely went blind on it too when I picked it up. I'm like, it's about the right size, and it turns out it is. Unfortunately, I'll be covering up this beautiful trim or this little detail right there, but that's okay because the rest of it is still shining through. So this will go here. And so I will glue that on and then put a little trim around the outside to sort of hide that, the little gap. So I'm really excited about this project coming together because I've had it in my mind for a while. Hope everybody's having a good day and happy Valentine's Day if you enjoy that kind of thing. Another bow here. I wonder if I should put that on somewhere. But this is the trim I was going to use. I want to make sure it was wide enough to cover. Yeah, I don't know about that. Might need to get a wider trim or cut down the outside of this. I might need to. I'm doing well. You know, there are things that we all deal with in life that I'm dealing with, and I'm also feeling a little stressed, but so these little areas that I've folded over, I think I'm going to trim down this piece before I glue it in. Excuse me. I'm going to mute myself for just a minute. See if that Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I needed to make a quick phone call. I have to go pick up some cat food for my dad's cats and get them a new gravity feeder because he's in the hospital and the place that he lives wants to charge for taking care of the cats, which is silly, but that's the way it goes. They want to charge for every little thing. Better check this. Oh man, I did. I cut off a part that I shouldn't have. Yeah, I have Facebook. I don't go on it as much as I used to, but because I've been trying to learn Instagram with everybody who I work with on YouTube seems to do Instagram. And so I've been trying to learn that so that I can keep up with promoting my channel and stuff like that. Well, yeah, I guess. I'm kind of wondering why, for what purpose, but I'm not gonna say no until there's a reason. That makes sense. Oh, I see. Well, tell me what kinds of things you work on, Clint. Kind of curious. Oh, I just need to trim this, I think. Hope I don't regret it. Hey, Geneva, how are you? I'm making a mess here. Thanks for popping in. See if I can glue this back on. Oh, shabby chic things. Marvel. Gotta see that, Clint. Like comic book Marvel? Making some changes here. It looks like I lost my rose that I put in here. Maybe I should glue it. Trying to make my life less stressful, and it's really kind of like impossible. I feel like I'm just going to ramble about that right now, but it's always something. Always something comes up. I like this bow better than the other bow. Maybe I can layer it and it hides that. Hi, Edward. How are you? Happy Valentine's Day. Welcome in. Let me clean up my space here. I'm working on this decorative plate with this convex glass that I stole from someone else's project that I bought at the thrift store. You doing anything special, anybody, for Valentine's Day today? We're not. I don't think we're doing anything special. I get to go to pick up. Well, I'm going to go walk a dog. And then I'm going to go pick up cat food for my dad's cats and go feed them and give them a gravity feeder, I think, so that the facility doesn't end up charging me to feed them. I guess they're tired of feeding them because they were like, we're going to charge you $350 a month for this. I was like, oh, okay. Never mind. They'd offered to feed them. And I'm like, okay. And then all of a sudden, but maybe it's because, they didn't know at first how long Dad would be in the hospital, but it just doesn't seem very nice. They're already there. They can just throw some food down for the cats, It's like, whatever. Just kind of pissing me off, to be honest. I'm tired of that place. I think it's too bad, too, because you move somebody into a place, you don't want to change them around by moving them again, but I don't know if it's the right place anymore. Hi, Lorna. How are you? What's going on? How are you doing today? I'm making a thing. Changing my mind as I do about things here. Might work on a couple different projects. I have until about 12:45 today, my time. So that would be, let's see, it's almost 11 now. A couple hours to work on some things. I really should put on my glasses. Let me get those. I'm going to get my glasses. Hey, thanks. Sometimes forget that I have glasses because they're still new to me. Hi, Erin. Thanks for coming by. How are you today? Happy Valentine's Day. Hope you have a really nice one. Treat yourself. My guy gave me a really sweet card and some chocolates. Do I want to put that on? I don't know. I'm going to try something. Oh, thanks, Lorna. I've been having this project in the works for a little while. Finally getting to it. I had to think about it, for a while before I just made my decisions on how it was going to come together. And then still, it's a very much organic process. But yeah, it's a plate, a decorative plate, and I'm putting this sort of collage in there. And then this domed glass, convex glass that I harvested from another project. Someone else's project, I should say. That was at the thrift store. And I'm trying to decide if I want to display this little piece. It's a little locket that my mom had, and it has a baby picture of me in it. I'm trying to decide if I want to display that here, closed or open. It's really not, I'm not trying to make it about me, and I know the picture's in there, so I'm gonna probably do it closed. And I'm just gonna glue this on. I'm just gonna go for it. Just a little touch of glue to hold it in there. Happy Valentine's Day, Christy. How are you? I am making I have a little Wedgwood plate that I put on a plate hanger, and that I just love. I think it's beautiful. And I made this little kind of decorative insert, this sort of, the Victorian frilly kind of flare that I like. And then I have this little domed glass that I'm putting on top. And then I'll put a little trim around it and put it on the wall. It has some different jewelry pieces that I like. Some were from my mom's jewelry box and that are kind of special. This one on top is belonged to my great grandmother. I was going to put a pocket watch in there too. I'll show you what it looks like. That I think my mom said was her grandfather's. But I decided I might come up with some other project for this. Because also it just scale-wise just seemed, I don't know, seemed like it wasn't working. Plus, I think it still works. Yeah, it still works. So I don't know what I'm going to end up doing with it. I'll figure out something. So I don't think I know what you do for work, Christy. I don't know if you want to share that here, but I'm always curious what people are up to during the day in the working world. I don't work outside the home right now. I'm just doing the part-time reselling thing and some part-time dog walking too. Dog walking and care. So that's what I do. I'm going to see if I have any. I want it to kind of bubble out a little bit. So I'm going to see if I have any fluff handy. You know, fluff, like stuffing. Let me see. I got some fluff. Oh, library. Work from home on the phone. Good for you. I bet you're good at that because customer service is not easy sometimes. Hopefully they're nice to you. Nice company. I know my guys had to call a couple times his company about his benefits. Of course, being new to a company, sometimes you have to do that. So he's been there almost a year now. Oh, there's lots of questions about insurance, right? I'm still having my breakfast. I have a protein shake every morning for breakfast. Oh, Lorna, I'm sorry I missed that message. Yeah. Oh, I hope you have a nice lunch, Lorna. Yeah, lots of questions. I'm still getting used to my glasses, but one thing I can't get used to is that they get dirty so fast. All right, well, I think I'm going to glue this down. I'm putting a little padding behind it because I want it to kind of push out a little bit rather than going in, kind of to match the glass, but not. Okay, bye. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Just hanging out, trying to do this Tuesday thing on a consistent basis. I like that. I like it. Okay, let's glue it. Glue it to it. I'm not sure if we're going to need it all the way around or not, so we'll start with that. And it's not going to work at all. I wondered about that, if the glue was going to cool off too fast for me. So I might have to apply it to the back of the piece instead of the plate. You too. Have a great day. Thanks, sweetie. see. That's hot. You might need to use E6000 instead to get this to stay. Never tried anything like this. Never glued anything to a plate before. So this is different for me. And hot glue, honestly, is not my favorite thing to work with for this reason. All right, well, we got one side down. Maybe we just need to go piece by piece here. And running out of glue. Where did I put the glue sticks? I don't know if the glue is going to work. I might have to switch to E6000. Yeah, it's just popping off. Okay. We're changing our mind here. We're going to use some different glue. We're going to use the heavy duty stuff. Have I lost y'all? Let's see, where did I put that glue? Not very dainty about this glue. Just getting it on there. I'm gonna put this in. think I'm going to have to do is put this over it to make it, to hold it down. So make sure the inside's clean. I don't think that's going to hold it down well enough to get it to adhere the way I want it to. So I may have to find some other thing to hold it down. All right. I think I'm ready to move on to another project already. I love this, but I don't have the patience for it at the moment. I'm trying to think of what I can put on here that's heavy enough to hold this down around the edges. That's heavy. Let's see what else is heavy. This little piggy could be of use. And something right there would be good. Still not heavy enough. Is anybody out there? All right, I'm gonna set this aside in a safe place. Let it dry. All right, got that set up. What else do we have to work on? Oh, there was a project. Well, let's see. I'll think about it. Since I have the E6000 out, I could work on these magnets. Just clean this up a bit. Oh, hey, Lorna. Oh, no, don't worry about being talkative, but thank you for letting me know you're here. Getting ready to go, huh? Go learn how to do shots for your husband. You know, it's funny. I think I've done shots on cats, but I've never given a human a shot. Thought for a while I might have to with my mom. She was taking insulin, but she was always able to do it herself with for a while. I have these flat back buttons with what I'm calling my merch on it, little pins, and you can see I have these pins that I'm selling in my live sales, but those all have pin backs, and these are flat back. And what I'm going to do is glue magnets on the back, make them magnets. Let's see if you're going to focus for me. There we go. This camera, for this purpose, this camera doesn't like to focus for me. Hi, Marcy. How are you? How's your day? So I'm just going to glue right now. And I'll set these aside to dry. And I'm trying to stick to this Tuesday schedule. Last week, I wasn't feeling quite up to it. I was still tired from my trip. And, you know, honestly, I can always find a reason to, to not do it. So I really love crafting, and I really want to make sure I'm staying consistent with my channel. So I'm okay. Still don't know, the status of my dad in the hospital. I think I know. I can kind of put the clues together to know what's going on with him, but I haven't talked to them directly. Oh, he doesn't think he can do it. Oh, okay. It's going to be for a week, and then let him after procedure. Okay. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Thanks for coming back. I was a little late today. I'm just gluing on magnets to these flat back buttons that I have. Try not to overdo the glue, so because it'll just squirt out anyway. So I don't know. I got to call the hospital today. I haven't heard anything since last week. He struggles with bipolar disorder 1 off while I was in, and they've been medicating him, trying to get his levels figured out. And because I haven't heard from him in a couple days, what I'm thinking is that he's over medicated now, which is the way it goes. He's very sensitive to medication, and so it takes a little trial and error for them to get it just right. And so that's probably why he's been quiet lately. Whereas when he went into the hospital, he was anything but quiet. In fact, he was calling me just about several times a day while I was out of town with one thing or another that he wanted to talk about. So yeah, and then I just heard from the facility where he lives, where he's not at currently because he's in the hospital, that they want to charge us $350 a month to take care of what they say is take care of the cats, but really they're putting down food and water for them. And I live close by, so I can easily do it, but I've only done it a couple days because they said they were going to do it. And so I was like, okay, go ahead and do it. And then they're like, oh, and by the way, it's $350 a month. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe I can come up with some other plan. I am trying to rehome the cats. So that is in the works, but it's just going to take a little bit of time probably because they need to go together. They're siblings and have always been together. So I'd like to keep them together. And they're very sweet kitties. They're just very neglected as far as attention goes because my mom passed away and she was the one giving them the most attention, even though it was my dad who wanted the cats. Interesting, right? Yeah, my dad wanted the cats to start with. But he didn't realize that it was not a good decision at their age with their medical conditions to get 2 young cats. So that's the thing. It's probably somewhat related, but they don't know exactly. And yeah, they definitely, those 2 neurological things going on. I don't think it's coincidence that he has both those things. But I don't think, I don't know. Oh, the sound is gone? Uh-oh. It's probably me and this microphone on this computer because if I talk quietly, you can't hear me. Can you hear me now, Marcy? I'll try to be more direct when I talk. Sometimes my voice gets a little low. Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah, Kathy, where he lives, it's an assisted living place with apartments, and so you can adjust your level of care. And so yeah, they have pets there. And sorry, Marcy, yeah, it was probably just me speaking lowly, quietly. So they let people have their animals, and as long as they're up to date on all their stuff. But it has been concerning, like, is he really taking care of the cats? And they're in good health. I take them to the vet and they're in great health and they're perfect weight and everything for their age. And they're very sweet. They just don't have enough love and attention because he's kind of in and out of awareness, I guess. And so I go in and I take care of the cat boxes and change them. And I'm gonna go today, bring them some food and get a new gravity feeder for their food. They already have a dispenser for their water. And then that way I can tell them, don't bother going in there. They can be fed on their own. Plus, they don't like strangers. They tend to hide every time anybody comes in. So, but they do like me, and they do like my dad, and they really liked my mom because she would sit and they would come on her lap and they'd give them attention. Okay, I have something I have been meaning to work on here, and that is this Doodle Crate. This is a company that I don't get sponsored by or anything. I just found out about it recently. It's called KiwiCo, and they make these. This is a mosaic organizer. I just picked this up at Goodwill one time. So I'm going to make this. I'm going to make this little thing out of this kit. And then I'm going to keep my tools and paintbrushes and craft supplies in it. So let's see. I've never done a kit thing like this before. Yeah, it's an assisted living. They also have memory care upstairs. which Dad is not in. He's in just regular apartment. What's nice about the place, and the reason that I picked it, is they take bonded pairs, is what they say. So, well, I don't know. Actually, that might be a cat term, but it could be two sisters who want to live at a place like that together. It could be a husband and wife. It could be two friends, whatever. And so when I moved him there, it was with my mom, so they were together, and then they could each have their own separate level of care too, and all of that. She was his caregiver. And then it became clear that she wasn't taking care of herself. She was just taking care of him. So once she was hospitalized a couple times, I made the decision that they weren't able to make by themselves, and that is to move them into a place. And she was in and out of the hospital before and after that. And she really wasn't there too much. Let's see. So this is supposed to be the fun part, but I have a feeling, knowing myself, that I'm going to want to zoom through it. But I just want to make the thing. So this is the design, the look that you want. These, what I was just gluing, are just buttons. The buttons that have flat backs, I put magnets on them. And these are, I think some people call them badges. But we call them buttons or pins. So these have a pin back on the back. How are you, Tango? What's new with you? So let's see. Oh, that's nice, Kathy. It's nice to be organized. Definitely. I need this space organized right now. I have everything jammed into a little glass votive. So I want to get that gone and then have this to put my stuff in. Honestly, I don't really care about the mosaic part, but I should. I should care about it. Let's see. It should be therapeutic for me to make a design. And they even provide like a little bit of glue. Yeah, thanks. 5 square flatter plastic. It's the black at the back. All right, I'm just going to go with one of their examples. I like that look, that sort of making it look like a cube. There's some other patterns that they have. And it's a whole step-by-step little deal. Comes with a brush, put a brush on the glue. I'm going to unplug my glue gun because I'm not using it right now. All right. Oh, really? Yeah. Kathy, it sometimes goes like that. Yeah, I like the cube too, Tango. I mean, it's, to each his own, right? But yeah, I like the cube look. I'll lay that out. Let's see. Oh yeah, there's different shapes. There's a triangle and there's a diamond. So that helps take on when you use the diamond, it's like two triangles. All right, let's see. I think they call it, well, oh, that's different. Boxes. Let's just go with a dark triangle or diamond. Yeah, it shouldn't take too long. So how's the weather? Oh, your son bought you a new glue gun. Does it have those fancy temperature controls and small nozzle? This one has just the standard nozzle, but I think I can add one of those smaller nozzles to it. I haven't tried that yet, but I think I want to get a more precise nozzle for it because this one's kind of big. I haven't checked to see if any of our friends are doing live sales right now. I know Trisha was doing her live sale this morning. Let's see, where was I? Should focus. Oh, Gina, yeah. Yeah, I gotta check my subscriptions, see if I'm still subscribed to everybody. So we had a little hail and a little snow. Yes, that's a good idea, Tango. I love that idea. We had a little hail and snow last night, but the roads are clear, which is nice. Just a little bit of cold out there. So I'm just laying this out, you know. Feels like I'm going to run out of the light color. That can't be. That's not it. This is it. Oh, thanks, James. How are you? Thanks for coming. Happy Valentine's Day. 37-25 tonight. Yeah, I know. In February, I feel like you're just like, okay, I'm done. Ready for spring. Let's do this. Let's see, where do I want to go next? Okay, I'm excited for the glue part. I love gluing. This is just the laying down the pattern just to make sure I have the order right, and then it'll go faster. I'm just an impatient crafter. I need to be more patient. Patience. Is that the right thing there? This. Oh my gosh, now I'm off. Don't understand that. I guess that's the fun of it, right? This. No. This. Oh, I know. It's supposed to be the diamond. But all right. It's supposed to teach you patience, right? No, Kathy, I didn't. Darn it. I gotta make a list. Let me make a list. No, and I already burned myself today with the glue gun. So I think it was before you, when you were out. Can I spell? Probably not. Okay, I have it written down on a Post-it, so that means I will remember, right? Okay, I'm almost there with this. Yay. Okay, that's going to be this part. Let's glue it. Let's use their fancy glue. And it just says brush on the darn glue, so I'm going to do it. Wonder where they got this glue, what kind of glue it is. Feels like tacky glue, which is good because it'll set fast. But I gotta work fast. Yeah, I like Tango's idea. I definitely gotta make this cat themed, right? Can't do anything without making it a cat thing. Oops. I already almost messed up already. Get those nice and tight together. Yes. Look at that. Oh. Look at it. Get in there. Okay, next row. Maybe shouldn't have put all this glue out. I don't know. See how that works out for me. So far, so good. Feels like I'm a little off square, but I think some of these pieces might be why. I don't know if it's me or the pieces. But there's just a little bit of wiggle room, which is good because then you can adjust. Just like tiling in a bathtub or shower might be tricky if I didn't get it square to start with. Let's see how it goes. I'm not going to worry too much about it. It's just a thing. That's drying pretty fast. I wonder if it's wood glue. It seems to be adhering really fast. You guys yell at me if I make a mistake, right? You'll help me out. Of course, I won't hear. I won't hear you. That's not. It's all right. It's all right. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's all right. Wow. Yes, I know. Did you see that mess over here, Kathy? I know. I can buy one of those. I just make do, you know. I was putting it in a ball jar for a while, and then I decided that jar needed a better use, so I cleaned it up. smooth that out so it doesn't leave any kind of uneven marks there. Just do a little section at a time. What have you been working on lately, Kathy? Anything fun, interesting, exciting? Hello, Joey. Hello, Joey. What's up, kitty? More glue. Yeah, I'll put it on my list, Kathy, with the fingers and pads, silicone fingers and pads. Here's some hissing over there. Don't like it. Kitties need to get along. Well, you can see it's now starting to get just a little bit off. That's what I expected off of the grid there. That's all right. Trying to get them in there tightly. Non-toxic Doodle Crate glue. Joey the male cat asserted his dominance over the chair that Macy the female cat was laying on, and sadly she has relented and moved on, and Joey is now in his, or her, previously her spot. So boo, Joey, boo. You're such a meanie, Joey. That's already set, I'm sure. Okay. Boop. Let's do another side, shall we? Do I want to start the same way? Let's see. Let's start with this. Oh, good. Good, Tango. That's nice to hear. That's a good use of time, if you ask me. I've been trying to think of what I could do that's not just donate money, but what I can do to help the homeless pet population here. And it seems like donate money is the only thing. is available, because a lot of the places aren't even taking physical volunteers in person anymore. I checked just last month about that. My local cat rescue. I was looking into what I could do, and donate money was the only option, which I know they need. I was looking for something I could physically do. Seems light. Seems like not the right color. So I know it's slightly different. I'm gonna just go with it because it's two separate sides. So if I get tired of looking at one side, I'll just flip it around to the other side, and it'll be slightly different. So when you say, Tango, when you say refrigerator boxes, are you referring to like boxes that refrigerators come in? Like cardboard? Just curious about that. Well, that's weird. This one's blank. Oh, that's cool, Kathy. Oh, I love that. You're using an old blouse. Oh, that's really cool. Lace curtain. Oh, I love that. I'm always curious where people's inspiration comes from. I know sometimes I'm looking at Pinterest to get ideas that maybe I hadn't thought of, or, and you can put in keywords and look up certain things like Christmas angels, or, for an example. I wondered if you do that, Kathy, if you do something like that, or look in a book and get ideas there. I used to buy a lot of magazines, especially jewelry design magazines, when I was making jewelry. But I tend to not want to do that anymore. I don't want to accumulate more items like paper, books, magazines, things like that. So that's why having it digitally is so nice. Oh, you did? Boxes to use on picnics to keep food. Oh, those are, yeah, we call those coolers here. Yes. Refrigerator boxes are probably what you say in the UK, meaning those that you keep your food cool in. Yeah, coolers. Well, see, I ran out of that color. So I'll have to use two triangles instead of, because I put out all of the big pieces that I had, diamonds. And now I'm out of the brown ones. Oh no, use those up. Okay. Do we have it right? All right, time to glue the other side. There's another side? Oh yeah, this is the side. Okay, confusing myself. Okay. Hi, Heather Elizabeth. How are you? I am making this mosaic organizer. Now, it's not to organize your mosaics. It is a mosaic organizer. So I just laid out my pieces. This is the first side that I did. I just laid out my pieces for the second side. I'm gluing them on. Excuse me. And I'm going to go section at a time here. Boy, your Waterhouse show last night was so great, Heather Elizabeth. I loved it. You guys did such a great job. If any of you out there love art, you should check out Antique Agenda, especially the Brocante and Bergamot show every Monday. You'll learn so much. One of these days, Heather Elizabeth, when your schedule frees up, I want to do a show with you. It'd be so fun. You're one of my very favorite people. Hi, Sabrina, how are you? How's it going today? Thank you for popping in. Please share anything you guys have coming up or that you want to talk about in the chat. This is a anything goes kind of thing. Just where friends come to hang out. I am working on a mosaic organizer. it's just like a little desk organizer that has these mosaic tiles glued on it. It is a kit that I picked up at Goodwill from Doodle Crate. I guess they make craft kits. And I picked this one up thinking it might be a fun project to do on one of my crafty lives. And here I am, finally getting to it. Being a little bit more liberal with the glue because it's going to allow me to squish it around, move it around a little bit more. First time I was very sparse and it set really fast and wasn't able to get quite the tight fit that I wanted to, although it still looks good. It just, I mean, it is a tight fit. It just, I don't know. By the time I got to the outer edge, which any of you who've tiled a shower might know, it's going to be a little off square eventually if your pieces are off or if you're laying them off a little bit. So trying to accept that it doesn't have to be perfect and still will look good. Oh, you think so? Well, you guys are growing, albeit maybe not as fast as you want, but you are definitely growing. Well, it hasn't grown a lot, but maybe not, like I said, as much as you want. But I've noticed some growth. I see you had a lot of people there yesterday. I love chat shows. But yeah, I hear you. Why am I rushing? I don't know, because that's how I do it. Yeah, I'm worried about the glue drying, and I'm just kind of an impatient crafter. I do tend to, when I've been in other craft groups with other people, I tend to finish first, and it's not like I'm thinking that it's a competition. I just tend to want to produce it and get on with something else. So it's a good point you're making, Tango. I don't really need to rush. Should just relax and enjoy the process, right? That's why I so love these shows where my friends can come by and give me feedback, and whether or not you're trying to or not, it's still good feedback. Oh, really? Yeah, I haven't done a lot on Facebook lately, but I used to. Just not regarding vintage, and which is what I tend to enjoy here on YouTube is vintage goods and learning about history, art history. I loved learning what you were teaching us yesterday, Heather Elizabeth. Well, Heather Elizabeth, do you think you'll continue? I hope you guys aren't talking about stopping. It's one of my favorite shows, but I know there's only so much time in the day and you got to use it the way you want it, the way you see as most valuable. I wonder what other gluing there is. This is a pretty decent sized bottle of glue. And you can see I didn't need to put it on in the little tray anyway. If there's any more gluing. Don't see any. Yeah, if you have too many. Labor of love. Oh, look, I just pulled out some. That wasn't very smart. Yeah. Yeah, I see what you mean, Heather Elizabeth, about the labor of love. Yeah, it takes a lot of time. I know. I know what you're saying about Angela. She can hold a full-time job and do all this stuff. It would take me a long time too. Sugar. Okay, well, let's see what the next steps are. I did the mosaics. You build it. Okay, so there's some more gluing here. So there's a foam base. Squeeze the glue bottle to run a thick line of glue between the outer slots. I'm just gonna kind of dry fit this first. See how it goes. It's true with a small audience, if you're wanting to be more interactive with them, smaller is probably better. If you're wanting to, it depends on, yeah, what your end goal is, I guess. So these go on the outside of the, and then probably the inner pieces don't need to be glued down unless I want them to be. The outer pieces will be the only ones. Okay, so I'm just going to glue the outer ones. Going off script a little bit in case you haven't noticed. Yeah, I like helping cats as much as I can. The earlier time slot for Heather Elizabeth. Oh, I don't know if I said happy Valentine's Day to those who are here. Happy Valentine's Day, Heather Elizabeth and Tango the cat and Kathy. Sending you love. I think that's what Valentine's Day can be about, is showing people and telling people that you love them. Put a little glue in these little spots. And then this can go in here. Oh, yeah. Well, that's why I asked my gals on Sunday if we could move it up an hour, because I'm Pacific time and Sabrina is Eastern. I didn't want to stay up as late as we were having to stay up to do our Sunday show. And Kathy had started the show, and with the other Kathy, and they were, intending to do a late night show, which is great. Late night for East Coast, that is. But then, and so she'd started it at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern. And I asked, could we move it up just an hour? So that's what we're doing. And it seems to be working. We have a few people that are able to make it that wouldn't normally get to make it. So go in there. How does this fit? It's too much. Okay, I think I'm done. Now let's see. Is there anything else in here? So get inspired. It says you can make different things to make it more shallow for different pieces. Thank you, Heather Elizabeth. You're awesome. I appreciate you. Yeah, and then Beth and Serena are doing a really late show. Exactly. I don't know. That's good for them. And I do sometimes like watching a late show if I happen to be up and I can't sleep or something like that. But I really need to be focusing on my health and, getting the complete sleep I need. And and that means sleeping when my partner sleeps, because then we can have more time together. And I'm not sleeping when he's up and stuff like that. So, just about what you want to do. So, yeah, he was wanting to go to sleep before we were done with our show, and which is fine if you have the space to go and do that, but we didn't have that space. Oh, well, thank you, Tango. Thank you. So I don't know. I guess I have some extra bits, and I can start putting my junk in it. My pliers in there. These fun trimming scissors can go in here. And my X-Acto knife and all my pens and pencils and other scissors. I'll put glue sticks in one. Yeah, I'm already filling it up. And my ruler, that just fell in my coffee. And let's see, another X-Acto knife. Oh, I was looking for this earring. It fell in my pencil jar. It's a Santa earring. Yeah, there we go. Organized. You'll excuse me for a moment. I'm going to be right back. Hello, I'm back. I just realized I should make a sign that says "Be right back," like some of my other friends that do these kinds of shows. So I'm going to do that now. First, I'm going to move my coffee so it's not going to get rulers in it again. Sharpie. And my tweezers. I always need tweezers. I'm going to put this guy over here and it'll continue drying. There we go. It fits nicely. I think that was a good idea. Recycle the paper. I'm going to have a little muffin. Oh, good night, Tango. Thank you so much for popping in. Let's see if I can do a better job on my second one. I guess that's okay. banana nut bran muffin. Yeah, it's pretty much full already. But that's okay because it'll keep me more organized than I was before. And put some glue sticks in it. Trying to clean off your desk. Yeah. You do like me. I start doing something and then I go to the next thing before I'm done with the first thing, just because I see something else that I need to do. Well, now what? Should have timed myself to see how long that took. Probably 15 minutes. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, the baker's daughter, Bridget, is on. Oh. I normally like to project hopping. Yeah. I normally like to watch her show. I'm gonna be a guest on her show on the 28th. 2 weeks. I'll guest on Baker's Daughter. That'll be fun. I'm taking a small break and eating my muffin I brought up here with me. While I contemplate my next move. I have a pair of earrings somewhere where I want to replace the rhinestone. Oh, look at that. I put it in the bag where the rhinestones are. So I can do that. They're just some silly rabbit earrings. But you see this one's missing its rhinestone at the top. So let's see if I have the right size. Yeah, the bills. Bills are there. They're always there. Let's see what size. I think I'm going to go with the biggest one I have. And then I have my Hypo cement. This is a fancy applicator that came with the rhinestones that I bought. I don't know why it has to be so long. It's just wax. And then you press it down on the piece that you're trying to pick up, and then it just kind of forms around it and holds it. Heather Elizabeth, I haven't booked my trip to Colorado yet, but I intend to. I better do it before I book something else. Let's see how dry fit this and see how it fits. Oh yeah, that's good. That matches even better than I thought it would. Well, that was fast. Done. Now what? Well, yeah, I think so. Unless I decide to ditch him, I want him to come, but you know here's the thing. I want to drive, but obviously that takes longer. I want to drive so that we have a car. We don't have to rent a car, so we can come and go, so we can see other things along the way. He doesn't have, you know, all the time to do that. He has a week. So most of our time would be driving if we just did it in a week. So, and I know you've said that you have, you might have a little spot for me to curl up if I come by myself. But if I brought John, we would definitely need to find an Airbnb, which is fine with me. That can be fun. I don't know. If I drive, I don't want to drive by myself. So the one I just put in looks better than the one that was there before. And of course, they're just cheap little earrings, but I thought they'd be fun to wear for Easter. Yeah, they're good enough. So I guess that's where I'm stuck. I have my planner. So let's see. My birthday is the 3rd. I've been trying to decide if I want to do something for that. John's birthday is the 17th of March. A dermatologist appointment on the 7th. Oh yeah, and winter, he has his kids every other week too, so I have to figure that out. Let's see. So I actually think the that's February. Oh, I need to look at I don't know if John's there or not. I don't know what weeks he has the kids. March. I need to look at a month at a time. All right. So right now, there's no kids. And it's this week. Okay. So I'll get kids back. No kids. Kids come back on my birthday. No kids. Kids come back on his birthday. No kids. So yeah, probably the 20, shoot. No, that'll work. The 24th to the 31st of March would be the time we could do it. And this is why I need an actual physical planner so that I can see it all together and count these things out. My birthday is March 3rd. So a little over 3 weeks. It always sneaks up too because of February being short and it being at the beginning of going up to the mountain. Why would I go up to the mountains? Oh, yeah. No, I'll probably stay too. I like looking at mountains, but I don't necessarily need to go up in them. See, I've whizzed through 3 projects already. Trying to think of what else I have to work on. And actually, my time is almost up because I'm going to have to go. I have a 1 o'clock commitment, so I'm going to have to go in a couple minutes anyway. So this is good that I finished those up. Well, what's everyone doing today? I'm going to go out in that sunshine in a minute, walk a dog, because that's my job every week. I walk a dog. I'm going to go buy some cat food for my dad's cats and a new gravity feeder. Go set them up so I don't have to pay the facility to give him a handful of food every day while he's in the hospital. I'm going to call the hospital and see if I can get an update on what's going on. And probably talk to him if I can, if he's awake. Oh, neat, Kathy. The 9th and the 6th and the 18th. Yeah, I love March people. John is March 17th, St. Patrick's Day, baby. We ended up together. And you don't like driving to the mountains in the winter. Well, I certainly wouldn't make you drive me to the mountains, but yeah, I will definitely bring a variety of clothes anyway, because, you know, spring is an unpredictable time. But yeah, I think the last week in March is going to be the optimal time for both John and I to do it. So we'll figure it out. We'll figure out, you know, the logistics, how we're going to get there, what we're going to do. John is super, super easygoing. So if you and I wanted to get together, we could do that with or without him, whatever we want to do. So he'd be like, whatever, and he'd mean it. So, okay, awesome. Heather, let's go. And yeah, we'll figure out if we want to fly. We're probably going to fly. Like I said, what I'd love to do is drive down to LA. I'd love to drive down to LA, see my girl for a little bit, then drive over to you. I know it's quite a bit of a detour to do that rather than just driving down from here. But, and I really wanted, ever since I bought my car, I really just wanted to take it out on a road trip. I haven't done that. So anyway, yeah, I need to go. She was bummed that it wasn't St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, I'll have to talk to John and see what he thinks about having a St. Patrick's Day birthday. So, yeah, so I need to get going. Thank you for coming by. I know it wasn't super exciting, but maybe next time I'll figure out what project I want to do and kind of tease it a little bit to get people interested. I'm not looking for, huge ratings or anything with this show. I'm just looking to connect with my friends, to be honest, and have somebody to chat with and share my projects with. So it's all good. And it was Valentine's Day today, so I want to give you all love, and I appreciate you very much for just being you, and of course your kind words and thoughts as we all go through things. Mulligan, that's a neat last name. Yes, so Irish. Yeah, I get it. My last maiden name was Wallace, so Scottish, Welsh heritage there. So thank you again, everybody, for coming. And maybe next time, Kathy, I'll have that little silicone pad rather than getting it all over my desk, which I just kind of pick off anyway. But bye, Lorna. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, look for me every Tuesday. This Thursday, I'm trying to do an unboxing on my channel of a jewelry lot that I got. So look for that on Thursday. Otherwise, my normal schedule applies. Wednesday with Sabrina. This week it's on her channel tomorrow. And that is at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern. And then Sunday with Kathy, Picasso Cat, and Sabrina. And it falls on Sabrina's week again. So on Sunday, we'll be on her channel for the Chatty Kitties. Okay. Take care, everybody. Love you. Bye.